Hello! This week's move of the week is more of kind of a rehabilitative move if you have any issues with like wrists or like carpal tunnel stuff, finger wrist, and maybe forearm shoulder type stuff. This is a series of nerve glides designed to help with that. So nerve glides, your nerve runs in a sheath along. You have a few different nerves in the arms that we'll be working with today, and each of your nerves, they run in a little sheath, and they tend to get bound up between the nerve and that sheath from time to time. And so we're gonna do some exercises to help get that bond, get that maybe some extra like blood flow or lubrication to that nerve sheath space, and then maybe break up some of the stickiness in there. So the first move I want to do is we're going to start with a hand pointing forward, and then we're going to wrap it out and around parallel to your shoulder and send it back. And as you do that, let's look away. So arm is coming forward and swooping out as you look in the opposite direction. And in these motions, we are kind of moving smoothly the whole time. So we're not holding any of these nerve glides. We're just taking the arm through the range of motion. And if you notice any like tingly sensation along the way, that's a point in which you've got some stickiness in your nerve sheath. Okay, let's do the other side, same motion. So we're sending the hand forward and swooping out to the side and back and looking away. Again, just moving slowly, looking for some sensation, and if you don't have any sensation on this one, that's a good thing. You can just kind of keep doing it periodically to make sure things continue to be that way. And if you do have some stickiness or some of that kind of zing, for me it's kind of like a zing, or maybe it's like a tingly numbness out in your finger somewhere. That means you have a breakdown somewhere in your system, so this is the kind of exercise that would probably be good for you to do regularly. Okay, we'll do one more there. All right, next one, I'm going to start with, you need a little space, so maybe standing is a good position for this, and we're going to start with a hand up in just kind of a light fist, like holding a, I don't know, ice cream cone or something like that, and then we're going to take this hand down and around and rotate it back. So it's going up front, down and around, and to the bottom. And then same thing as we did with the first exercise, let's look away as you do that. So the hand is kind of pinching or punching down. These moves can make really good dance moves too, if you need them. All right, one more there. And we'll do the same thing on the second side. So we're starting up front, taking it down to your hip and around back, looking away. Good. You can sync this with the breath. Exhaling as you reach and inhaling as you bring it up. Let's do one more. And then the last move here, we make hands like okay signs, and we're going to start with them extended out in front of you, and then bring them up and tip them upside down with the elbows up, and then we go back down. So this one's going to really be different for different people depending on what your mobility in your shoulders and your hands and wrists are. So you just make it go as far along as you're able, and we're moving just Just moving slowly through the exercise. And we can do one more. Okay, here's that one more. Okay, wonderful. So again, if any of those exercises were particularly sensational for you, you might benefit from doing them more regularly, and I hope that you have some nice warm, comfortable, warmed up sensation now in your wrists, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining me.